Hi, dear 10thers. Welcome everyone. From today onwards, we will be doing our online video teaching and learning by covering our geography chapters. We will be beginning today chapter 2, Climate of India. Remember, the first chapter is only for your map pointing. No question will come from chapter 1. Theory question. Your questions will come from chapter 2 onwards. Today we will be dealing with the climate of India. The entire chapter has been subdivided into these 9 topics. Some general feature of climate of India. There are factors that affect the climate of India. What is actually the climate of India? What is this general geographical term that we use for it? Seasons, there are different seasons of India. Local winds. There are some local winds that makes India climate very popular. Then you have the southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon, which has got 2 branches, the Arabian Sea branch, the Bay of Bengal branch. Then after that, the same southwest monsoon, when it goes back, we call them the retreating monsoon. The retreating monsoon. And then we have our great third desert. Why is it so? We have geographical reason for it. And finally, we have the general characteristics of India's monsoon. Now let's discuss in detail about the general features of the Indian climate. The climate of India. You see, this is our India. This is our India. Now, the physical terrain of India is so different. This is Himalayan region. So at this foothill, the climate, the temperature is quite low. Whereas this is third desert area. This area temperature is very high. These are all coastal regions. That means all these coastal regions, they will have moderate type of climate. At the same time, in the middle, these are all rain shadow area. So therefore, the temperature is high, rainfall is comparatively less. So finally, we cannot conclude the India is having one actually unifying climatic condition. However, the Tropic of Cancer is passing almost through the middle of India. So therefore, we come to the conclusion that the climate of India is tropical monsoon climate. You will get to your detail on page number 23. Dear children, this is the last year book I am using. This year we haven't yet got our book. Many of you have not got the book, and if you don't have the book, you can ask your friends, those who have the book, please request them to get a pic of particular pages and then send it to you via WhatsApp. Our second topic is the factors that determine, that affect the climate of India. You will find them on page number 28, 23, 24 and 25. 5. Again, this is of last year book. Now, what are the general factors that affect? So we are discussing about the factors that affect the climate of India. The first factor is the location of the extent across the Tropic of Cancer. Remember, once again go back to the map. The Tropic of Cancer is around this place, around this place. So that means just in the middle, almost in the middle. So therefore, more or less India is having a little bit tropical climate. That's one thing to know. Second is the influence of Himalaya. Influence of Himalaya. Now this is Himalaya. This is Himalaya. This Himalaya is here. And now we have got southwest monsoon. It comes from Arabian branch, goes and hits there. And from Bay of Bengal branch, it goes and hits there. So this Himalaya is having a great barrier. It helps for India to have orographic rainfall. At the same time, during the winter, the severe cold wind that comes all through from north, maybe from Siberia, it is protected, blocked. So presence of Himalaya is a great factor that determines the type of climate that India has. Next is the places that is located at the higher altitude. Again, go back to India's map. You'll find these are the places, hills, hilly area, or even in South India, this area, the Nilgiri, Uti. You heard about the name called Uti. It's got a high place present. Why? Normally we know higher the altitude, lower the temperature is. So altitudes, India's some parts of India has got high altitude, and therefore those areas will have little less temperature. Distance from the sea. India is a land which has got a peninsula. See, all three sides of India is covered, rather surrounded by seas. This side Arabian Sea, this side Bay of Bengal. So places which are close to the sea, we call coastal regions, will have moderate type of climate, and the places which are like these areas, these are far away from the sea, so they will have continental type of climate. That means during the summer it is extremely hot, and during the winter it is very cold, whereas the coastal regions will have moderate type of climate. During the summer they may not be so hot, and during the winter they may not be too cold. And finally we'll have the relief features. Relief features means again different type of terrain. That means plains, highlands, these mountainous areas, desert, then of course coastal regions, rain shadow area. So all these reliefs also determine together the different factional climate of India. However, the one general term for India's climate is tropical monsoon climate. Now, again, the climate of India, in one statement we said the tropical monsoon climate. It is mainly because the Tropic of Cancer is passing through the middle of India. So that determines that more or less all over India is having a unified same kind of temperature. It is a monsoon fed climate India. Now we'll go for the third topic, rather the fourth topic, the various seasons that are present in India. In our book we'll find 25, page number 25 onward. Now what are the four majors? There are four mainly four major types of climate or seasons found in India. First of all, they are very cold, the cold climate, the winter we call them, and the months are December, January and February. Then you have got the hot weather called the summer, March, April and May. Then there is a monsoon. The monsoon. The monsoon actually of here it is given 4 months almost. That is June, July, August, September. Remember, we are talking geographical figures. Therefore, do not go by, okay, any season will have 2 months. No, not like that. Geography, in geography, this is monsoon season in India. That time you will have another season called the retreating monsoon. The retreating monsoon. Okay. And this retreating monsoon will comprise 2 months, October and November. Remember, during this retreating monsoon, the Arabian branch, retreating monsoon will have only the Bay of Bengal branch. The Bay of Bengal branch monsoon wind will come from this way, and because of the presence of Himalaya, the monsoon wind hits here and they get diverted towards northwest. Similarly, when this wind will be retreating, they will also come back this way, and while they will return over Bay of Bengal, again they will gather moisture and they will hit in this part of India. That means the entire easternmost part of Tamil Nadu and some part of Andhra Pradesh. So they will have so-called the winter monsoon. There is a question that always we ask, that why this Tamil Nadu gets winter monsoon. In fact, for them the monsoon season during the second phase, during the retreating monsoon. And you should know why, what is the mechanism, because the retreating monsoon is coming this way, and while it is coming over Bay of Bengal, again the dry wind picks up the moisture from Bay of Bengal and then comes and hits here. We have got the eastern Ghat around in this place. So again orographic rainfall takes place in the southernmost part of Tamil Nadu. Our next subtopic is some local winds. In India, we have got three very important local winds. One is Kal Vaishakhi. Now it is almost, this is the time to happen Kal Vaishakhi. Kal Vaishakhi is also known as nor'wester. Now, it is a boon to Assam because it helps to grow tea, while it is also a boon to West Bengal for jute cultivation. It occurs in the month of April and May. This is the time. And I don't think this year it has already started. Whatever. Secondly, we have in Lu. Remember, Nobilians, we are in Dhanbad and we are, once upon a time we were part of Bihar. So remember, this Lu, we know what it is. So if the school was open, you would have known April, May, we have got Lu. And what is Lu? Lu is a hot, dry, dusty wind blowing over Bihar, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh in the month of May and June. Unfortunately, I think in Dhanbad it begins even earlier. The temperature this time rises very high, almost 45 to 50 degrees Celsius, and of course it may cause sunstroke. So it is not a very favorable local wind. There is very famous called mango showers. By the way, it's the name of a wind. It mainly occurs in Kerala and some parts, the western part of the Western Ghat. This is Kerala. This is Kerala, and some western part of Western Ghat. Now, why it is called the why should it be called the mango showers? It is because it is an untimely rainfall. It is before, obviously it is before monsoon. Untimely, it is called rainfall. You can say, can call to certain extent pre-monsoon. It helps in early ripening of mango. That's the thing. It helps in early ripening of mango. That is called the mango shower. They are also called in different names, called the cherry blossoms in Karnataka. So same mango showers have got another name called cherry blossoms in Karnataka. Now, India is very much blessed. It is actually monsoon. This is the only country, the whole country you call monsoon type of climate, we call in general. Now, we have got southwest monsoon, which actually comes from Indian Ocean. Now, because of this tapering shape of India, that southwest monsoon which comes from Indian Ocean is divided into two parts. This part is obviously the Arabian Sea, that's called Arabian Sea branch, and this part is Bay of Bengal, so we call them Bay of Bengal branch. In details, my dear children, you please refer to your book, The Southwest Monsoon, from page number 27, 28 and 29. And you have got this Arabian Sea branch, and you have got the Bay of Bengal branch, page number 19, 29. In details, it's all given. The retreating monsoon. Now, before that retreating monsoon, little bit of what happens in the monsoon. So called the monsoon, the south, this is south, this part is south, this part is west, but it comes from this corner. So therefore, show that comes from this corner. So therefore, it is called the southwest monsoon. The southwest monsoon, when it is from the Arabian Sea, called the Arabian Sea branch, what happens? It comes and hits. We have got the Western Ghat. So the westernmost part of the Western Ghat, they are in the windward side, so they will get quite high rainfall. Remember, the southwest monsoon first comes and hits the state called Kerala. However, the place which hits first, southwest monsoon hit first, the tip of southernmost tip of India is called place. The local place is called Kanyakumari, which is in Tamil Nadu. But state-wise, the state is number one is Kerala. It hits in the Kerala. Now this this southwest monsoon from this side, because Western Ghat is up till here. When it comes here, then it just, there is no, it's called barrier, mountain barrier. It goes from here and goes and hits and there. Obviously, when it passes over the vast land of India, it becomes almost dry, but at the foothill of India, it may cause some rain. On the other side, the southwest monsoon of Bay of Bengal branch. See, the some part is going and hitting. This is the corner. Shillong, Monsinram, Cherrapunji. The Cherrapunji is around this area. So getting a heavy rainfall region, the highest rainfall of the world, you know that. And then after that, because of the presence of this Himalaya and the other mountains, the southwest Bay of Bengal branch monsoon wind gets deflected, and when it comes to this corner, you have got Garu, Khasi, Jayantia, that those hills are also there. Plus you have got the great Himalaya still there. So you get heavy rainfall here, but after they go, it keeps on raining. And remember, the distance from Bay of Bengal and this region is not very far. So the monsoon wind is heavily moisture laden. So there is this area gets a heavy rainfall and it goes on this side and around this side. We also in Jharkhand we get rainfall from the Bay of Bengal branch. Now retreating monsoon. Next topic is retreating monsoon. Okay, you can understand our next topic is retreating monsoon. Now retreating monsoon is, we have got two names. One is called this, the southwest monsoon of Arabian Sea is going this way. See the angle this way. Wind never changes its direction. If it goes this way, this direction, it will come back to this direction also. So if it is southwest monsoon, the retreating means returning monsoon, retreating or monsoon will be here for Arabian Sea branch called northeast monsoon. Why? This is the north side and this is the east side. So opposite of southwest to become northeast. So northeast monsoon. Okay, that will be there. But then for, remember this Bay of Bengal branch, it goes and gets deflected this side. So Bay of Bengal branch, it is going from here to this side towards Delhi and pass. Then that also will come from this side and get again over the Bay of Bengal. See, this way they have gone. So at exactly the same way they will come back. The retreating monsoon will come back. And as I told you earlier, it will, while it is blowing over Bay of Bengal, it will gather again lots of moisture and it will cause rainfall around this part of India. This is Tamil Nadu, southeasternmost part of Tamil Nadu, and this is also obviously it causes rainfall in Sri Lanka also, since it is not part of India. Now we don't talk about. So there is a still third source of rainfall in India, which we call the western disturbances. Disturbances causes around this place, that means covering little bit of lower part of Kashmir and but mainly Punjab and Haryana. Now these western disturbances, it actually comes from the Mediterranean Sea, and that wind comes from Mediterranean Sea moisture laden. It comes during the winter around November, December, or maybe a little bit of late October. So October, November, December, it comes around this area, and obviously it is a boon to the Punjab and Haryana areas for the wheat growing. It's a boon for the Punjab. The western disturbance really is, although name is disturbance, but it is a profiting, benefiting type of wind. Now dear children, we come back to our another very important topic we must discuss. We have the Great Third Desert. It is located around this area, So check actual map. Let us come to the actual map. Third desert is located around, see written here, the Great Third Desert. Why is it so? So third desert, this is the area you see, third desert. Now southwest monsoon of Arabian branch, see the cursor, southwest monsoon of Arabian branch goes this way. Okay, now we have a mountain there, that's called Aravalli, but the Aravalli mountain is around this way, that means the southwest monsoon direction is this way, Aravalli is also this way. If Aravalli was this way, then we would have created a barrier. So because Aravalli and southwest monsoon both are parallel, then southwest monsoon of Arabian branch cannot cause rainfall in this region in spite of being the presence of Aravalli mountain, because it doesn't create any barrier. On the other side, the Bay of Bengal branch comes this way. It is getting diverted, but then it is surely going and reaching around this region. But so simple. By this time, this wind region reaches this region, it is exhausted. Aravalli is there. It can create a barrier, but then hope is this of no use, because this wind by this time, because it is going on raining all this region, by this time it reaches, the wind is completely dry out. So from both the branches, Arabian Sea branch as well as Bay of Bengal branch, southwest monsoon cannot cause rain this area. Beside, it's a very hot zone, quite close to the Tropic of Cancer, so the rate of evaporation is also very high. Therefore, even if there is little bit of rainfall, the because of evaporation is very high, the water disappears, and that is why the Indian great third desert is there. You will be surely sometimes will be asked, why is the third desert is a desert. Finally, we will be discussing with our, so what is the overall characteristics of our Indian monsoon? What is the overall characteristics of our Indian monsoon? See, it is orographic in nature. That means the southwest monsoon rains only with the help of a mountain. Most of the parts of India gets rain from the southwest monsoon. Very little we get from western disturbances, from sometimes occasionally some cyclonic rainfall, but more or less the major rainfall from major rainfall in India actually happens due to southwest monsoon, what we call the monsoon season. And obviously again in South India we get the retreating monsoon, for them it's monsoon season. Our rainfall is actually happens mostly during the summer. It has a reason, because the summer the Indian subcontinent becomes very hot, and due to which a low pressure is created, and to during the low pressure the wind the air becomes light and it goes up and creates a vacuum, and to cover that what is called low pressure area, the empty space, the moisture laden cool wind goes there. See, this is how the southwest monsoon is pulled towards India. So this heat is also very important, and therefore it happens the rainfall mostly in the summer. Then the nature is torrential, or is called the sporadic type. That means it falls in a heavy downpour all of a sudden. All of a sudden, heavy downpour. Indian monsoon is erratic. Erratic means it is unevenly distributed. Unevenly distributed means some area like these areas having high heavy rainfall, whereas in the middle of India there is a rain shadow area, or due to continental region, so we have got less rainfall. So it is erratic, it's unevenly distributed, and not always the same everywhere. Finally, you must know that India is still an agricultural land. You know that India still is a developing country. Many of the Indians are living in the villages, and in the village obviously people will go for cultivation, agriculture. So agriculture is very much depending on Indian monsoon. So with this, more or less we have covered the whole chapter, dear children. So please study at home. Now we have some important information regarding this, your homework. Regarding your homework. Now write down Write down your homework in the geography copy. Both sides ruled as you did last year, standard 9. Please write both the questions as well as the answers. You will find those questions answers in the exercise on page number 34 and 35. Now there are so many questions. We have just picked a few of them. You may see that so many question answers, sir. No, sir, you have got the whole day. You may not study whole day, but you may have to do something. You are instant standard, going for ICSE, you have no option. You have to study. And these are the questions you can see. It is very clearly written and it will be also very clearly given in your assignments. Some note. These questions are only for your homework, my dear children. You are expected to answer any question asked from this chapter, so learn the chapter thoroughly. There is a reminder. Chapter 1 is meant only for map pointing. No questions, no theoretical question will be coming from this chapter. This is only for map pointing. You are given a reference book to study. You are given a reference book to study. That is together with. Ask your elders. They will tell you that together with will help you out. Suggestion. Go through the previous year's ICSE geography papers. Get familiar with the ICSE type of questions and answers. And finally, from my side, I will just tell you or inform you, if you have got any queries, any question to be clarified, put your queries in the comment box. I will try my best to help you out. Otherwise, your teachers, or you can also say in the Google search. If you have the book, please ask your friends to help you. If you don't have the book, let them get the pick. Those who have got the book, get the pick and send it to you. Hope this way will help you to cover your second chapter based on the climate of India. Thank you.